There are several reasons why I never wear a flashy costume. My job is to be, number one, a ghost.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things you missed in Hawkeye Episode 3.
You rely too much on technology.
Well, my go-to weapon is 2 sticks and a string, so...
No, she means your hearing aid.
For this list, we're looking at the best MCU callbacks, comic book references, and Easter eggs in this entry of this sharpshooting series. If you haven't seen the latest episode yet, watch out for spoilers ahead. What was your favorite trick arrow in this week's Hawkeye? And did Tracksuit Mafia member Ivan make a Warriors reference when he was chasing Clint?
Hawkeye, come out and play.
Warriors, come out to play.
Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. William Lopez was 100% right about dragons. During a flashback, Maya has a touching exchange with her father William about dragons. He casts doubt on their existence before saying they could be present in a place outside Earth.
No, maybe they are, but dragons live in a different world.
Whether William was speaking metaphorically or not, his statement was proven to be pretty accurate in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. After Shang-Chi travels to a dimension known as Ta Lo, he meets a variety of mythical creatures. He forms the strongest connection with a dragon known as the Great Protector. While it's unfortunately too late for William to meet the creature, maybe Echo could go to Ta Lo and confirm her father's words one day.
Yeah, I was trying to eat her dragon's soul.
Which would have allowed it to destroy the entire universe.
Yeah.
Number 9. Comic Hawkeye actually wanted an eye-catching costume.
I've been thinking about your branding issue. You need a more recognizable costume.
Kate offers to help Clint stand out more as a hero by drawing a mock-up costume that is much more attention-grabbing than his normal outfits. Her sketch is a great nod to Hawkeye's original outfit from the comics. At the same time, Kate's sketch also pokes fun at the comic Clint's personality.
That's an H that's on your forehead. That's for Hawkeye.
Wow, not happening.
While he was performing a bow and arrow themed act, the crowd got distracted when Iron Man saved innocent civilians. A frustrated Clint decided to create a costume that would make everyone stop and look at him instead. Seeing the MCU's Hawkeye emphasize that a good costume helps keep him under the radar was a great shot at his character's original motivations.
You realize that my job for the last 20 years was to be not recognizable, right?
Number 8. Echo's abilities mirrored Taskmaster's.
Be good in class today. But remember, for your match, it's more about speed than size.
Over the span of Episode 3, we see how quickly Maya is able to read and combat the fighting styles of her opponents. She's even able to go bow to bow with Hawkeye himself. In the comics, Maya has photographic reflexes that allow her to copy other people's fighting moves easily. If her MCU counterpart has the same ability, she'll be very similar to Antonia Dreykov's Taskmaster.
Dreykov's special project. He can mimic anyone he's ever seen. It's like fighting a mirror.
Both women had mimicry skills that made them valuable to very bad people, and were capable of taking on Avengers. While Clint got away from Maya this time, he might lose the next fight if she learned from their first confrontation and uses his own moves against him. Number 7. A comical car chase.
We need a car.
Oh, can we take this one? Man, this thing is beautiful.
We're not smashing a 72 Challenger, come on.
After the heroes escape the tracksuit's rundown KB Toys hideout, the duo is forced to flee the villains in a car. Their actions kick off an impressive action sequence that features a great long take, trick arrows, and plenty of humor.
You know, this would be a lot easier if we were facing the other way.
You were facing the other way.
Yeah, just that. Hey, we're communicating.
This car sequence was a near-perfect recreation of a certain Hawkeye comic. During a story written by Matt Fraction and drawn by David Aja, the duo finds themselves in the crosshairs of the tracksuit Draculas. In this version of the story, Kate is driving, Clint's shooting arrows, and they're riding in a 1970 Dodge Challenger. Both takes on this exciting chase leave a beautiful car absolutely wrecked. We hope there's a universe where the Challenger is left untouched during this fantastic Hawkeye action sequence.
The Challenger gets totaled anyway.
Number 6. Clint and Maya were closer in another universe.
Right, well, nice talking to you.
She asked what you're doing here, Clint Barton.
In the comics, Maya used her formidable skills to help the Avengers. After she started working with them, she got pretty close to Clint. The two seemed like they might even start a relationship before Hawkeye's wife miraculously returned. It's pretty safe to say the duo will have a completely different dynamic on the show. Not only does Clint have a great marriage with Laura that we would never want to see end, but he's hiding major secrets from Maya.
You're lying. Okay, clearly this isn't working.
It'll take a whole lot of effort for him to gain anything close to the level of trust they have in the comics. But after looking at their comics history, it would be nice to see them on the same side in live action. Number 5. Bishop's security provides villainous Easter eggs.
We can get into her company's files. Bishop Security has a huge criminal database. There's gotta be info on the tracksuits and Jack in there.
We knew we had to pause the episode when Kate accessed a list of criminals that her family's company keeps track of. One of the names that stood out was Kodlik. In the comics, an inhuman with that name called himself the Seeker and hunted heroes while wielding powerful tech. Although we haven't seen Kodlik in live action, we're pretty sure the M. Kemp on Bishop Security's list has appeared on a Marvel show.
Hey, Matthew. No, come on, I'm the same.
And you and Foggy got 16 years knocked off my sentence.
Matt Murdock once asked an incarcerated man whose last name was Kemp for crucial information. Unfortunately for Daredevil, talking to this antagonist instantly got the hero in trouble with tons of enemies. Based on Kodlik and Kemp's histories with heroes, we'll assume everyone on Bishop Security's list is a major threat.
You think there's something there?
Number 4. Maya destroying Clint's hearing aid is a dark comic callback.
Yeah, sorry. Hard of hearing, not deaf.
The first half of the Hawkeye series has made it clear that Clint is still adjusting to the fact that he can't hear like he used to. So when Maya damages his hearing aid, it seriously throws him off. But this isn't the only time that a villain has majorly affected Clint's hearing.
My hearing aid's smashed. Come on, we gotta go.
In one grim comic sequence, Kazi, aka the Clown, gets the jump on Hawkeye and his brother. During this showdown, the villain brutally attacks Clint's ears. The violent assault causes Hawkeye to lose his hearing and leads to him making major adjustments. While Maya's act was thankfully a lot less brutal, it still highlighted how Clint's recent hearing loss affects various aspects of his life.
I'm so happy to hear your voice. Daddy's gotta go, okay? I love you.
Number 3. Clint has a deep connection with Hank Pym.
Here, take out that truck. Aim high. Bring the arrow down on him.
I don't really know what the plan is. This is just a normal arrow.
On the surface, Clint having a Pym arrow that can embiggen seems like it's a nod to how well he worked with Ant-Man in Captain America: Civil War.
Buckled in?
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm good, Arrow Guy. Let's go. Let's go.
However, Hawkeye traditionally has a deeper connection to size-changing shenanigans. There was a time where Clint's comic counterpart felt like arrows wouldn't be enough to save a kidnapped Black Widow. So he used a Pym growth formula to become a massive hero known as Goliath. Although Clint has saved lives as this giant hero several times over the years, he's largely stuck with down-to-earth weapons. But we'd be lying if we said we didn't want to see Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye grow as big as Ant-Man can at least once. Number 2. Ronan majorly changed Maya's backstory.
And just because she's not the Ronin doesn't mean that Ronan's not back.
That's just a rumor.
A harrowing scene reveals that Clint put on the Ronin suit before slaying Maya's father. Mr. Lopez leaves a handprint on his daughter's face before tragically passing away in her arms. While Maya lost her father due to violence in the comics, the culprit was very different. Although she was told that Daredevil was the one who ended her dad's life, the man responsible was actually a famous Marvel crime boss that you might have heard of before. Having a man praised as a hero slay Maya's father in live action is a shocking twist to her mythos. We're very nervous about how she'll react once she learns that Clint struck her father down.
You can't say who Ronan is because it's someone close to you, isn't it? It's your job to keep their secret.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Kingpin may be waiting in the wings. It turns out that the crime boss that shot Maya's father in the comics was none other than Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin. But before she discovered this horrifying truth, the villain treated her like family and took care of her while she grew up. There were hints that Maya also may be tight with Fisk on the show. During a flashback to her childhood, she meets an uncle whose face we didn't see and who wears a fancy suit.
Uncle will take you home after class. I'll see you tonight.
Kazi, Maya, and Clint all refer to this uncle as a serious crime boss.
No.
D'Onofrio's Fisk loved dressing to the nines on Daredevil and had a strong criminal reputation in New York City. These small Easter eggs might just be leading to a big Kingpin appearance soon.
The world is changing. The real heroes are ridiculed and dismissed.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.